Hello, my dear students. Welcome to our tailoring class. This time, I'm going to show you on how to drop a men's pants or trouser with a slant pocket. Come on, join me. Let's start! Before starting to drop a pattern, we need to prepare the following materials. So number one, we need a yardstick. Another is we need a hip curve, L square, French curve, marker, drafting paper, marami siya. And we need the PMR or the personal measurement record of our client. Okay guys, let us start. For step 1, we have to draw a border line. We're going to make a vertical and horizontal line as our starting point, at least 3 inches apart, no? 3 inches from the edge of the Manila paper or yung ating pattern paper. Okay, for the second step, we are going to make a mark for the level, or this is also known as black pattern, ano? So for the number 1, we have to locate the waist level. Okay, so we will mark this as the first line is our waist level, and we will mark this as point A. Naku, mauubos na yata yung ink ng aking marker. For next step, we have to locate the hip level. So how are we going to do that? Just make 6 inches down from the waistline. Okay, so susukat tayo ng 6 inches from waistline pababa. Okay, and then we have to create a straight line, and this will mark as point B. Okay class, remember from waist level down to magmamark kayo ng 6 inches, ayan, and then we'll mark as that as point B. That is for the hip. This is for the hip level. Okay, hip level. Now, if we are going to base on the book, sabi doon, the standard measurement for hip level is 7 inches. But since we are going to make a waistband, which is 7.5 inch in yung lapad niya, that is why ginawa kong 6 inches na lang yung hip level. Para naman, nang sa ganon, yung hip line niya ay hindi masyadong mababa doon sa bat line, ano? Okay. And then, third step, we have to locate the level of crotch depth. Okay? So, according to our PMR, the crotch depth is 8.5. Ayan. So, from the waistline again, down, we have to measure 8.5. Waistline, then sukat tayo ng 8.5. Ayan. Or 8.5 inch. Then, we will make a straight line. Anong nangyari? Okay. Then, we will mark this as point C for the crotch depth. Okay, for step 4, we have the thigh level. The thigh level is, we have to measure 3 inches downward from the crotch depth. Okay, so ito yung ating crotch depth. We have to measure 3 inches downward. Ayan. And then we have to connect or make a straight line. This will mark as point D, and this is known as the thigh level. Okay, for class, for step number 5, we are going to locate the knee level. Okay, so knee level. What is the measurement of a knee level? Sabi dito, knee circumference, knee level. Nasa na siya? Okay, so waist to knee, ayan, yan yung knee level natin, 20 inches as is, so 20 inches, susukatin natin. So we're going to start from the waist measurement down to 20 inches, which is the knee level. Ayan. And then, again, mali pala ang Jaran. Okay. And then we will make we have to connect the line, no? This will mark as point E, which is known as the knee level. Malapit na maubos ang aking ink. Next step, number 6, we have to locate the length of the pants. So again, step 6, length of the pants. So length of the pants, sabi dito sa ating PMR, is 38 inches. And as is, 38 inches. But, to get or to measure the length of the pants, we have to deduct 1.5 inch. Why? Because the 1.5 inches is allotted for the waistband. Okay, so maglalagay tayo ng allowance sa 1.5. So ito, kung makikita nyo, ayan, nag-start tayo, 1.5 from waistline. Starting from the waistline, 1.5. Then, down to the length of the pants, which is 38 inches. Ayan, dito. Then, we're going to mark 38 inches. So, another one, 1.5 inch, 38 inches. Okay, and then, we're going to connect that, make a straight line. So, natin yung allowance natin sa side. Okay, and this is, will mark as point F. And this is now our length of pants. Or also known as bottom of the pants. Now class, this is now known as the black pattern. So, lahat ng nakikita nyo yan ay tatawagin nating black pattern. Now, let us manipulate the pattern. We will apply the measurement from each level, from each corresponding level. Okay. Okay, for step number 7, we will start from the hip circumference. So, according to our PMR, hip circumference is 37 inches, divide 4, 9.5, and then we have to add half inch for easing allowance. So, ang susukatin natin is 10 inches. Hip level, nasan ba ang hip level? Nandito sa point B. Ayan, susukat tayo ng 10 inches. 1, 2, 10 inches. This is it. Okay? Mamark natin ito. 10 inches. Ipin natin 10 inches. And then, gagawin natin yan hanggang we will repeat this one or duplicate the measurement also to waistline and crotch line. So, sa waistline, mag-mark din tayo ng 10 inches, and then sa crotch line, mark din tayo ng 10 inches. Okay? And then, we're going to connect a straight line using this yardstick or ruler. Okay, for step number 8, we have to apply the waist circumference. Okay, for step number 8, we're going to apply the waist circumference. So let us see the PMR waist circumference is 30 divided by 4 is 7.5. Then we have to add 1/4 inch. So 7 3/4. So we will start, dito tayo magsusukat, from this point, papunta sa point A, susukat tayo ng 7 3/4. Okay. 7 3/4. And yan. So, this is now our waistline. And then, so kung tayo ay maglalagay ng class ng dart, mag-a-add lang tayo dito ng, di ba, 7 3/4 yan. Kung mag-a-add tayo ng dart, mag-a-add lang tayo ng 1 inch. But, hindi na natin ito lalagyan. Yung front pattern, di na natin lalagyan ng dart. Kaya, as is, 7 3/4 ang kanyang sukat. And then, next, we are going to finish this one or using a hip curve to shape with the waistline. Okay, so ito yung ating hip curve papunta dito sa ating waistline. Kailangan smooth ang kanyang pagkakasukat. So, ganyan lang. Ganyan lang, mga anak. Oh my God, kumalaw. Okay. And then, we're going to step number 10. Step number 10, we will put the curve of a cloth to get the measurement. We divide the hip. Okay, so para makuha natin yung pinaka-curve nitong ating crotch, So, we will put the curve of cloth to get the measurement. We divide the circumference into 4. Okay. So, paano natin gagawin yon? So, yung 9.5, eto. Hip measurement class, diba? Hip measurement is 9.5. I-divide natin siya into 4. So, makukuha nating distance is 2.31. Okay. So, from this point, susukat tayo ng 2.31. Sa crotch depth, ano? Sukat tayo ng 2.31 or 2.3 sa ating tape measure. 2.3. Ayan. Okay. And then, so ano ang gagawin natin yan? We will use the French curve. Okay, so we will use the French curve to connect the crotch line. Ayan. So, ganyan lang kasimple. That's it. Then, for step number 10, let us locate the grain line measurement. So, paano natin kukunin yung grain line measurement? So, measure the crotch line into 2. Okay. So, yung crotch line natin, paano natin gagawin yan? So, mula dito, simula dito sa point ng crotch line, hanggang dito sa point C, hanggang dun sa pinaka-crotch niya, no? Kurba nung crotch. Sukat natin is 12. Okay? So, ngayon, 12 siya. I-divide lang natin siya into 2. Okay? So, ang mangyayari dyan is 6. Okay, mark natin ito ng 6. Ito na ngayon ang ating grain line. So, from this point, susukat din tayo ng 6 inches. Dire-diretso yan sa lahat. 6 inches, sukat tayo. Yan. Hanggang doon yan, mga anak, sa pinaka length of the pants. 6 inches. Ayan. And then, we will make a straight line. Kukonect lang natin yan dire-diretso. Pababa. Bongga. Ayan. Taran! Yan. This is now our grain line. Now, ano ang purpose ng grain line natin? Para malocate natin, para masukat natin yung knee length, and then yung bottom, yung ankle circumference. Ano? Okay? For the step number okay, now this grain line we're going to locate the ang purpose din ng grain line is to locate the dart. For example, may dart ito. Dito tayo maglalagay ng dart. Paano natin gagawin yon? Half inch both sides papunta doon sa down 5 inches. Kapag sa harap pala ay 3 inches lang, ano? And then, so kaya natin ito nilalagyan ng grain line to apply the measurement for the thigh circumference or hem circumference or yung bottom circumference. No? Okay, and then for the step 11, let us get the thigh circumference. So, ano ba ang thigh circumference? Sabi dito, 21 inches, divisor 2, 10.5, plus half inch, 11 inches. So, paano natin gagawin yon? Thigh circumference. So, ito. Syempre, ano sabi doon? Thigh circumference is 11. So, kukunin natin yung center ng, mag-start tayo sa grain line. Center. Ano ba ang half ng 11, 5.5. Okay, so sa tie, 5.5. Sukat tayo dito. 5.5. And then, dito naman, sukat tayo ng 11. Ano? Okay, so ayan. And then next, step number 12, we're going to get the knee circumference. Knee circumference, ano yung ating knee circumference? 14 inches, and then we add 3 inches, so magiging 17 siya. Divide natin siya sa 2, and then ang sukat ay magiging 8.5. Okay, so paano natin gagawin yon? Knee circumference 8.5. Ano ang center ng 8.5? Edi 4. Okay class, for step number 13, for the step number 12 rather, knee circumference 14 plus 3 according to our PMR, divide 2, 17 divide 2, 8.5. Okay, so syempre kukunin natin yung center ng 8.5, which is 4 and 8.5, which is 4 and 1/4, ano? So ayan, so lalagay tayo dito, then 8. Ayan. Okay. So, nakukuha. And then, for the step number 13, we are going to get the bottom circumference, which is 14 inches, divide 2. So, asa na yon yung ating ankle circumference? Ayan. 14 inches divide 2. Ito na tayo. Seven. Okay, 14 divide 2, 7, ano? So, 7 divide natin sa dalawa, 3.5. Okay, so, ayan. Yan na siya. And then, we're going to connect this, the following, using a curve, using this meter stick, ano? Papunta dun sa knee level. And then, ayan. And then, we're going to use hip curve to connect doon sa ating crotch line. From knee level to crotch line. Okay? So, kailangan smooth ang ating pagkakagawa. Okay? So, yun lang. Then, ito rin. This one. Okay. Ganito siya, class. And then, pagdating dito, kailangan ay smooth ang ating pagkakakonect. Yun. Sakto. Ayan. Now, we're done. Now, we're done with our pattern, you know. Now, we will add half-inch allowance para sa ating crotch line at for our outside seam and in seam, we have to add 1 inch. Okay? So, we're going to make an allowance. And then, for the add allowance, kailangan po ba natin? So, gagawin na lang natin yun pag-cut, ano? And then, for the less For the step number 14, we have to add 2 inches for the hemming allowance. Okay, 2 inches for the hemming allowance. Okay. Now, pagdagay natin ng allowance for hem allowance, mag-ano tayo ng mga 1/4 lang sa slant. Hindi pwedeng diretso para pagka binaliktad natin yung ating hem ay mga 1/4 lang. 1/4 allowance from the end. Okay? So now, eto na ang ating front. This is now our front pattern. Okay class, for the last step we have to locate the pocket. So how are we going to do that? We have to measure 2 inches from this side, dito sa kanyang waist, sukat tayo 2 inches. And then sukat tayo pababa ng 6 inches. And using this ruler, connect natin siya sa hip level. Ayan. This is now our pocket. Okay. Now, lalagyan din natin siya syempre ng allowance na 1/2 inch. Okay. So, for the pattern of, for pocket, so, okay, before we create a pocket, let us cut this front pattern. Okay, class, for the last step, we have to locate the pocket. Okay? So, paano natin gagawin yan? So, from this point, magla-line tayo. And then, sundan lang natin itong shape na to hanggang sa thigh level. Oops. Ayan, hanggang dito sa thigh level. And then, nasa thigh level, tanggalin na natin yan. And then, straight line. Ouch. And then, straight line din dito. Okay, and then, this is now our pocket. So, paano yan mangyayari? So, for example, ito yung ating pattern, So, ikakat natin yan. And then, ayan siya. Ganyan. Meron na tayong pocket! Tada! Okay, thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something today. So, good luck sa inyong performance test. Thank you!